What's up, everybody? So, you may be new to me, you may know me. Shout out to the True Team. But a lot of people ask me once they know I'm a blogger, they say, hey, is being a blogger easy? Or they'll say, hey, you're a blogger on YouTube. Does it cost to do that? And over time, my response will be different. I'm gonna be honest. Now, is being a blogger easy? No, it's not. When people think of YouTube, right, they think of just depending on what their preference is to watch, right? Maybe you're into the pranks and the jokes, they may post maybe 1 to 3 times a week, something like that. You don't really know the timing behind the scenes, but you know the videos drop like that. You may be into reactors or whatever, but bloggers is different. We have to stay with the trending topics just as much as the news drop articles and breaking news and stuff. Bloggers got to be up on it. You have to get it as soon as it hit and drop it. And when it comes to YouTube, you want to be one of the first to drop it. So it's not easy. It's a lot of hard work, consistency, and dedication, to be honest. And I find myself sometimes a little undedicated, but I push through it, and it comes really just natural to just push through it. Now, as far as the cost, it really depends. When I first started out, I was trying to do the free version of everything. A lot of apps that you will learn that you need, they do have a free version. However, once I start taking blogging seriously and make it a brand, you're going to see that doing the free version of things is not always the best. For example, one thing in particular that is very beneficial to YouTubers is StreamYard, right? StreamYard, depending on who you ask, is beneficial to making videos, going live on multiple platforms at a time, things like that. Now, if you do the free version, which at one point I used to do the free version, you will have the StreamYard logo on all of your content. And as you grow as a blogger, you're like, I don't want that on there. You know what I'm saying? I want my logo. I want, whatever. So it's worth, again, paying the extra fee to get the next package, right? Also, it comes a point where it's different, like little, things that they offer that may be beneficial to you. For example, with StreamYard, I record all my videos. I'm recording this right now through StreamYard. It's beneficial to me because it helps me not have to use so much space on my phone. However, I have other blogging YouTube buddies. They like to just use their phone. I started off just using my phone, but storage was always an issue. Okay. So StreamYard is useful to me because I can store my videos there until I'm ready to use them or edit them. And, when you do the upgraded package, you can buy more storage. Unlike the free version, you only get, I think, like 5 hours. And as a blogger, when you're dropping so much, bet it's like 5 hours is nothing. You'll run through that like that. Okay. Another thing, CapCut. Boy, when TikTok went down and CapCut went with it, it's like, oh my gosh. CapCut to me is beneficial because I use it to edit my videos. Now, at one point, I used to use the free version of CapCut. However, when it comes to wanting to take out the background, you may want to add this, add that. The free ain't gonna cut it. So I started doing the subscription. So, like I said, it's up to how you run your blog or how you run as a blogger, because you can not have to pay for none of that. But again, as you start making content and stuff, you're going to figure out what's going to be easy to you as a creator. I do 2 to 4 videos minimum a day. Yeah, a day. So I like to make it as easy as possible. Okay. So like I said, it's really on that. Now, granted, some people pay people to edit. Some people pay people to make thumbnails. See, me personally, I rather invest in subscriptions because I've been doing it so long, and because I have to push it out so much, I don't really have time to wait on somebody to edit for me. I don't really have time. Like, I haven't got to the point where I got people on standby to do that. So I kind of be on my own. Okay. Now I do outsource if I need like a flyer or something, but as far as like for my content, no, I do it myself. So I'm gonna tell y'all my overhead for my YouTube blogging situation is about $275 a month, and I'll break down to why. The overhead high. That's why I be out here grinding, okay? Because I ain't got time. I got to make this back. At one point, my overhead was this, and I wasn't making nothing. Now, I'm not gonna tell you just gonna start off making money. It takes time, but again, it eventually pays off because now it's easier using these things. So I use Canva when I make my thumbnails. So I do the pro for Canva. That's about $15 a month. I do the pro for CapCut, which is about $20 a month. I use Chat GPT. And no, well, yes, they have the free version that you can use. It's a limit though. You know what I'm saying? So let me get the pro. That's about $20 a month. I do YouTube Premium, which is about, I round up, it's like $18.99, but I round up to $20. Because like when you're using especially a blogger and you might need to use the interview clip, waiting for like commercials it slows me down. So I just do YouTube Premium. Now some YouTube, like, man, forget that. That's cool, but yeah, I just do the YouTube Premium. Also, I pay for the no ads for Twitch. Now, I'm gonna be honest, that's kind of a personal and a business expense because I watch Twitch just while I'm doing content for background noise. And I just never know if I need to clip something from Twitch. And y'all know when the ads come in, it takes out that chunk that you're missing. They be having long ads on Twitch. Okay. As I told y'all, StreamYard. Well, hold on. Twitch is $15.99. I round up to $20. So as far as StreamYard, I do not the free version, the next one up, which is $44.99. I round up to $50. Yes, I like whole numbers. Okay. Next, I'm in the court paperwork sector of YouTube, so I grab documents a lot. I do mine by estimate. Like for example, I say like I'm not gonna go over $70 this month. So like once I hit 70, it's a wrap. Unless it's like a big juicy situation where I know I'm gonna make it back. But yeah, 70, once the 70 cap is hit, that's where I stop at. Other document systems I use, I roughly do like a $50 max on it because, like for example, not everywhere is free. Like down in Atlanta, it costs this to access that, it costs that. So I get myself a $50 cap. When I first started doing this, it was just pull, and I racked up hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. And back then I wasn't even making it. Okay, so now it's like now I'm paying a little something. We got to put a cap on it again, unless it's a business move and I'm gonna make it back. My podcast that I have on Apple Music, Amazon, all that's about $10 a month. I think that actually I need to update this. I think it's actually $20 a month now. So nevertheless, that's about $275 a month. So again, when I look at doing content, again, I'm one of the channels. I don't get a lot of views per video. However, overall, I amass a lot of views because I push out so much content. So to me, I'm looking at how, if we talking about, let's round up $300 a month, okay, just for the overhead, I need to bring in double that or more to make it make sense, right? So all I can say is do what's best for you as a YouTuber, a blogger, or whatever. Definitely doing your homework on what type of blogger or YouTuber you want to be. And then go from there. Like I said, it's okay to start off with a free version. If y'all look at my earlier videos, trash, okay? Is that, but over time it comes together. So with that being said, make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. And as always, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up on your girl Mickey Truth. SC's #1 blogger. Catch you on the next one.